The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Here's the rookie from Alabama, Will Reichard, ready to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Right away, they'll change the look. First play from scrimmage, Watson going to throw it. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Watson off play action. And right away he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Taking it right down Broadway. Now inside the 25, Nick Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 59 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On first down, it's Darnold. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And that's going to be incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Here's Darnold. That one complete to Naylor. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. A first down throw, Darnold. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Watson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. Running free at the 45. Jerry Jeudy. Moving inside the 20. Touchdown, Browns. Jerry Jeudy, 97 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
57 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now it's Watson. Dancing to his left.
Right back to Njoku.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now Darnold.
That's down the field for Jefferson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say,
and Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Now Watson, he's going to move him around.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Touchdown! Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Darnold on 1st down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jordan Addison.
35 yards.
And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
On the return, here's Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
And now they'll shift things around.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
A big play there for Minnesota. 65 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Steps away to his left.
Oh, Darnold loses it.
And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
To throw is Darnold.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Vikings have cut it back within
by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Watson changing the play.
Now Watson throwing on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 2.
To throw is Watson.
That one complete to Prochet.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
James Prochet.
39 yards.
And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And oh, it's blocked.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Watson. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Sliding out of the pocket. Here's a diving catch right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Chubb on 1st down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 39 yards. And the Browns